Hi, and welcome back. This is now week 2 of day 2. So again, going over change of direction and multi-directional. Like you saw with the previous day, we're going to try to progress different exercises, but also try to revisit the movements that we did in our previous weeks. Because again, we want to make sure we progress as efficiently as possible. So the first thing we're going to be doing is the hip turns. Again, get into an athletic position, disassociate the hips from our shoulders, stay nice and squared up. When I say left, you're going to turn to the left. When I say right, obviously you're going to turn to the right, nice and quickly. Get set? And left, left, right, 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 left, and relax. Good. So one thing also with the hip turns, make sure feet are underneath you. You're not too wide. This is not going to be a good position for our knees. You're just going to be asking for an injury over time. Make sure we're in line, nice and tight as we do this, okay? So next thing we'll be doing is a lateral shuffle. So Nate, I'm going to have you face that direction on the 15-yard line in athletic stance. So on the shuffle, I want you to be able to drive off with your outside foot, stay nice and squared up as we go through this, okay? Again, for the sake of the video, we're going to be doing just 5 yards. In the actual program, we'll be doing multiple sets of 10 yards each direction. So get set and go. Drive off, good. Relax. So as we do our shuffles, again, try to drive off, again, staying nice and low the entire time. Anywhere from 2 to 3 sets of that. So now Sean, we're gonna be over to the 15. Same thing as last week with the hip turn into the crossover run. Now we're gonna do the hip turn with the lateral shuffle. So when he turns his hips, he's gonna drive right off in that shuffle immediately. So again, if you're a defensive player, again, we're trying to turn and move around. Again, we need to be able to find the best ways possible to get into the position to keep up with the players around us. So, yep, so you're going to do a hip turn, and you're going to shuffle out almost towards the bikes down there, okay? Got that? When I say left, just go into it. And left, drive off. There you go, relax. One thing you also notice with Sean on that, he's staying nice and squared up. There's no movement at all of his body when he starts the shuffle. Because again, when we shuffle, we want to make sure we square up in front of the players that we're trying to compete against. So now I'm going to bring Nate back up onto the 15-yard line. Again, for the back pedals, for the sake of the video, we're going to be doing 5 yards. In your program, it will be 10 yards, okay? So again, nice athletic position. One thing I want you to try to do a little bit more is try to drive and push away with your feet, okay? Get set, and go. Push away, good, relax. Now, let's bring Sean back out. We're gonna be right here. So unlike last week, when we do our back pedal into our sprint, instead of going straight ahead, now we're gonna be going more at an angle. So as soon as you hit that 20-yard line, I want you to sprint almost right towards that camera, okay? Obviously don't run into it. And go. Get there, and sprint. There you go, good. Relax. So anywhere from 2 to 4 sets of both of those movements, anywhere from 25 to 30 seconds rest. Just like the previous day, this should be taking about 30 minutes to do, and that is week 2, day 2.